Hey YouTube. Let's talk. Let's talk. So today is day 4. I talked to my job and I had a text from Human Resource, and it was a very interesting text because like I told y'all, I have been going through it with my job and I needed to ask some questions because I had literally just been sick, and um, she answered some questions. And the whole thing with my job, guys, is it had been some very crazy times. They hired me for a quality control manager. I went to the location that they sent me to, and the um the plant manager, come to find out, was having an affair with one of the QC ladies, and he was the original quality control manager. And he didn't call my phone. He called her phone one day after me noticing some things that she wasn't trying to train me for the job. I'm not quite sure if she knew they had hired me for that job, or but I know he knew because I didn't actually deal with human resource in the beginning. The human resource lady didn't show up for the interview, and he interviewed me. So I got the job. And remind you, I left this job for um for um another job, and that job was quality control also, but it was second shift. And the second shift hours was crazy. So I interviewed with these people. About a month later, after interviewing with me, they called me and told me they had lost my information, and they found it, and we went from there. So it's been a mess because, like I said, I have been to all 4 of their companies, and one company I was only there for like probably less than an hour before Human Resource called me and told me to go to another location. But nevertheless, I talked to Human Resource today, and like I said, I had a mental breakdown because I was working so many hours, and my foot had gotten swollen. I had got like a bruise on my toe from all the walking that I was doing, and it was just one thing after another. So I did talk to her today, and she said, "Well, you've been out of work for 4 days, and um, possibly she's going to need a doctor's note," which she knew I didn't have a doctor's note because in the video I said earlier, I called and asked her about my insurance, and she told me that I didn't have insurance yet because actually Tuesday was my 90 days. And so that's how that went um, today. So, so I haven't called the manager back yet. I think I'm just gonna go there on Monday. I'm just kind of keeping this as a little records. But the one of the things that she said in the video, in the call, was that the lady that I was having problems with, which was a QC director, she was going to now I was going to be going back under her. And like I told y'all, she had been just talking to me like I was nothing. And maybe now today I put together that's probably why. It's because she knew that I was going to go back under her, and she had already shown that I wasn't one of her favorite people. So that's what's going on with the job. Um, like I said, also on top of that, I lost my uncle today, and I haven't even reached out to talk to my aunt about her husband because we haven't talked since around the time that my dad transitioned. She didn't even come to the funeral, and she's his baby sister. But she her husband passed away today, and I just have not got up the energy to call her and say anything to her. Like I said, she got mad at me around my dad's death date about um some money that I had loaned her. So that's what's going on with that. So it's just been another one of these days, guys. I've had two deaths in in my family this week, and one of them, like I said, she transitioned at work. She went to work. She had been feeling bad. She went to work, and she ended up losing her life. So, um, that's what I got going on. I wanted to come make a quick video about it, a quick update to let y'all know I'm still not back at work, and I did do a live on Facebook today, and it was very interesting. It was very good. It lifted my spirits up for the moment, and I actually just woke up. So I'm doing the inside of this tray today while I talk. Um, but it was very interesting today because, like I said, this month of October is going to be a month of um, trick or treat, right? It's just going to be a trick or treat month. You just got to see it for what it is. And I literally feel like I'm just watching the movie play out. And just going with the flow, you know, practicing what I preach. I say a lot of things and I mean what I say. Sometimes I don't know what's going on until it's actually already happening. And that's what this whole thing is about. Like, people don't just get up and generally leave their 9 to 5s or 7s to 7s or 8s to 8s for no apparent reason. There's a lot going on. Like, you know, some of the jobs have karma, and they might not want to call it that, but I was talking to my friend today and I was telling her, you know, about the manager that I had. You know, he had his encounters with narcotics, and sometimes he would come in, and I'm not saying that he's still doing narcotics because I haven't seen it, but the problem that he has, like, his nose is always running, he's sweating, he's just talking a lot and just going on and on and on. And I feel like, you know, he was high. And then you got to think, when you're going to these jobs and people are touching your stuff and your mouse and your computer and stuff, you just don't know. And it could have been some of the reason why I got sick. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying it's a possibility. When you have people that's, you know, got residue in their nose and they're just rubbing their nose and touching stuff, that's how this whole cold stuff and flu stuff get passed around. And that's where I'm at with it. I really feel like, not saying that that's what happened, I just feel like something more to this that maybe I don't see that God saw. And then I did set up my I set up my StreamYard today, and that came out good. I got that connected. I don't have it connected to YouTube yet. I'm not sure if it's saying that I have to pay my YouTube $14.99 to connect it to StreamYard. I'm gonna check that out today And if it says that's what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm going to pay the $14.99 and see. If not, I'm going to try to hook it up to my Canva account, because I told y'all I did that Canva class the other day, and Canva also has a new video platform that they have launched. So that's a possibility. And like I said, y'all, it's one of those days, it's one of those weeks, and it's the beginning of the month. And this month we've had a full moon, two moons revealed, two moons revealed, not removed, and we've had an eclipse. So yeah, it's been one of those. Yeah, I have this video playing in the back. Shout out to Shernette Unique, New York Life, and her My Ghetto Fabulous Life in Brooklyn. I like her. She's real down to earth. She really does um she does make me really, really, really happy with just sharing her story and the way she lives and how she carries herself. And you know, as a new YouTuber, I feel like YouTube is changing the algorithm in my phone to people like me, especially women. I feel like it's really a time for women to start telling their story. So that's what I got going on. And I did this brown for the base, but I'm going to put this gold in there. She got her birds. So I don't know if I should have waited for this to dry. Let's see. I don't know. What the hell? I don't know if I should have waited for this to dry, but I don't want to wait for it to dry. I just want to try to get it in there. I don't know. I'm gonna take some pink adhesive paper and um make some words to go on this. It ain't looking like I thought it was gonna look, but I'm just gonna keep going with it. Might let it this first coat dry and see. I gotta go in with a small brush. See what happens. Made it look kind of antique-y. I don't know how much. Let this first coat dry and see if I go back in. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to do this arts and craft thing, and I see that the bottom of this came with yeah, I'm gonna let that dry. It's kind of strong. Yeah. I do have the windows open. All right. So, like I said, I just came